So this is a new comic. This is a new comic for New York Times, okay? We're going to take a look at this. All right, comic voice, okay? Ukraine has always been perceived as a buffer zone between the west and the east of Europe. And since the Russian full-scale invasion in 2022, it clearly is. NATO and EU, war zone, empire of evil. And this is, but has fossil fuels and ballet. The European Union is one border away from the war. Okay. Ukrainian airspace has been closed since 2022. It now takes more than 10 hours and can take more than 24 to travel from Kyiv to anywhere in the EU. There's a tag on the briefcase with CAA, a barcode, and says, closest airport available 400 miles from home. Very deep. Okay. A train takes you to the western border. The most magical thing happens there. You get out of reach. The Russian missiles seem to be very respectful of borders, unless it's Ukraine's border, of course. On March 24th, 2024, a Russian missile entered Polish airspace. It spent 39 seconds there before flying back to Ukraine. Oopsie, Article 5. You can see the missile do a U-turn. All right, you can see the article. It's doing a U-turn there, okay? Although I'm not sure if this is actually what happened, okay? The Polish Military Command Center said it was concerned about debris falling on Poland, and that's why it didn't try to intercept the missile. And here is generic Polish politician. We knew it would fly back to Ukraine, it said. This was not the only time a Russian weapon crossed the EU border. In the past 2 years, the Romanian military found wreckage of Russian drones on Romanian territory numerous times. There are no signs of deliberate attacks on the alliance, NATO said. I once saw a video from Romania near the border with Ukraine. Someone filmed a Russian drone attack on Ukraine from the other side of a ferry crossing less than a mile away. I wonder how it feels to live on the other side. Being on this one is bizarre. Can't be murdered with a person on the left, can't be murdered with the person on the right, and there's a line in the middle. Is it possible to watch such an attack from a close distance and feel safe? The Grim Reaper is approaching 2 buttos, and one of them says, "It's not for us." President Trump's temporary suspension of military aid to Ukraine made EU leaders start to talk about really securing that eastern border. So here's the EU leader going, we should do something eventually. But for now, Ukrainians are the only ones fighting on the ground. About 1,800 miles right here. This is East Ukraine, okay? This is where the front lines are, okay? There is a border crossing at a railway station in Poland that many Ukrainians use every day. You can see this is a railway station. Lots of people, right? Most of the people in line are women, children, and the elderly. Crossing the border with a Ukrainian passport was never particularly quick. Nice passports, non-EU passports. You can see there is metal detectors, checkpoints, do not cross, places on fire, alligators and crocodiles, military style stones. All right. And for people with other passports, the liminal spaces do their magic trick. Make the war feel far away. And you can see here, this is a hallway that is a liminal space. And there's an explosion on the other side, okay? That's us. Wow. And then the missile flies over a person holding a suitcase. But is it? And there you go. That is the end of the comic. Beautiful. All right, there you go. Okay. New comic for NY Times. Now, has this comic actually made it there? Or did I read a comic that never showed up on New York Times?